G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Now if you've been following my stuff for a while, you know that I have got a big passion for the outdoors, whether that's on my big BMW or whether it's in the four-wheel drive getting out into the bush. But no matter how I get there, I'm always on the hunt for practical adventure gear. So over the next few months I've set myself a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to kit out my Jeep, not to be the most expensive Jeep out there, the most radical four-wheel drive, and definitely not covered in accessories just for the sake of it. I want to build an overland touring vehicle that is both practical and, most importantly, extremely well organised. And as I said, for me, that platform happens to be the Jeep JK Wrangler, but for you it might be a Toyota, a Nissan, a Ford, or whatever. But if you stay tuned, I'm sure you'll get some ideas from my channel how to improve your setup. Now I've had the Jeep for about 10 years now, and I'll be honest, it's not the first time I've had a go at organising the back of this. When I initially bought the Jeep, I made myself a drawer system out of plywood. It was really good, but it was really heavy and really bulky. Now the other problem I had with it was if I needed to go out and pick something up, I had no space in the back. I had all my gear organised, but I couldn't actually fit anything in the back of there. So I quickly took that out. But as you can see, the problem with that is now I don't have any organised storage at all. Yes, I've got my fridge on a slide here on a plywood base, but all my gear on the side is just thrown in this plastic box. And I've lost count of how many I've cracked. You know, I've got my stuff like snatch straps, snatch blocks, gloves, recovery gear, my cooking gear, and it's just plonked in the back of the Jeep. It's all over the place. But I don't want to go back and design and build a new drawer system. What I actually want to do is take advantage of the wasted space. And that, if I tilt the camera, is up here. Now I jumped online and looked at some American sites, and there's some great gear over there, guys, but when you factor in the exchange rate and delivering it over here, paying for the delivery, by the time it gets here it just blows out your budget. So I did a bit more research and I found a company online called KAON. KAON actually manufacture their gear right here in Australia, in Queensland to be exact. So yes, you've got to pay for delivery, but you're not paying for it to come from the United States. And so after spending quite a bit of time online looking at the gear, I reached out to KAON and asked them if they'd be interested in sending me one of their storage shelves for install and review. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So this is it, guys. This is the Jeep Wrangler JK Standalone Rear Storage Shelf. So let's take a look at what you get in the box. Okay, inside the box you get 2 brackets. There's the first and there's the second. Now these are handed and these attached to your roll cage. I'll show you that afterwards. And then you get your shelf, and we'll throw that to one side. And inside, attached to the shelf, there's your fasteners. And I'll be showing you how to install this as we go. KAON also throw in one of the stickers, a little bit of info sheet and a brochure, and then you get your fitting instructions. But I have to tell you, it's so simple, you could teach monkeys how to do this. My favourite thing about this shelf is that it is actually designed and manufactured right here in Australia. Now I have seen on AliExpress they've got some cheaper options, but you get what you pay for. My idea or philosophy is that you buy quality once. Alright, let's take it to the back of the Jeep and I'll show you how to install it. It's a 5-minute job. Alright, before we start the install, we'll clear out some of the gear from here and give us easy access. Now the great thing about the KAON gear is they really put some thought into it. There is an existing Jeep roll cage fitted into the JK and I don't need to drill into that. If I pull this flat back, just under there are 2 captive nuts. Now that's quite important because these hold the soft top mechanism. So this shelf will not work with the soft top. You can only run it with no top or with the hard top. So the first thing we're going to do is start with the mounting brackets, and these are actually handed. And you can put your shelf in a couple of heights. You've got the upper height here and the lower height there, and you can even buy a second shelf and stack them together. Now, because I've already got the ARB compressor which runs my locker and I use this for airing up my tyres, I can't actually put the shelf in the lower height for now, but I'm going to move things around. But temporary, we're going to put it up at the highest height. So what you'll need to do is grab the bag of fasteners, and I'll just spread them out there. And you're only going to need a couple of tools for this. These are actually 6mm thread with a 10mm socket head. So all you're going to need is a ratchet spanner or a normal spanner and a ratchet with a socket and drive. Now, being an engineer and a little bit OCD, as you can see, I've laid out all my fasteners to make sure I've got everything here before I start to get into the install. So the first thing we're going to do is start with one of the bolts and the bracket. But before we do that, I'm going to take off the fire extinguisher to give us a little bit more space to work with. Okay, now we've tightened up our 2 bolts. We've got that one bracket in place and we'll switch over to the other side. So pull back the Velcro flap and you'll see the 2 captive nuts in there. So you grab your bracket, grab the first bolt, and then just feel for where that goes. All right, just a little tip at this point. Just in case the centers are quite tight, only put the bolts in a couple of threads just so you're locating it Once you've got both in, then you can go ahead and hand tighten them. Okay, so nip them all the way up with your hand, with your fingers. Then I'm using a small ratchet. That's plenty. Okay, next thing we'll do is grab the shelf and drop it into place. Don't go anywhere. Okay, if we loosely hold this in position, you'll see that we've got several options for mounting. You can go up a couple there, or you can go side to side or front to rear. Now, I watched the KAON install, and the guy there did it by himself, and he was sort of trying to juggle and put a nut in there or a bolt in there whilst he got this end up.
These brackets. Oh, there it is. Ah, bugger. Get a nut on so it doesn't fall off. We've decided to call our segments Getting It On with KAON.
So I had to think about that, and I came prepared, and I brought some screwdrivers. So what we're going to do is lift one end up like so, pop in a screwdriver, one in the other hole there, and then lift up that side. And then if we swing the camera around, you can see I've put one on this side, and I'm just using a socket or an Allen wrench for the other hole. Okay, and that just holds everything in together as a temporary option whilst I grab the fasteners. Okay, now we've got that temporary located. We'll grab our fasteners, and you can see we've got 4 bolts, 6mm nuts, and a washer. And we'll go ahead and put these in place. All right, now you've got your fasteners in hand tight, grab your little ratchet and your ratchet spanner or wrench and just nip everything up. And then we'll do the other side. And that's it, all nice and tight. All right, let's throw everything back in the Jeep. Well, there you go, guys, a rock solid install in about 15 minutes. Now, in the next one, I'm going to give KAON another shout and grab some of their storage bags and get everything organised up here and out of this box that I've got down below. The other thing is there's still some wasted space there, so they actually do molly tear off packs with Velcro, so I might look at that underneath, and we may even move the shelf down a little bit. But as we go, the way we organise the four-wheel drive will evolve over the next few episodes. So if you're interested in storage for overlanding, then maybe stay tuned and consider dropping a sub and perhaps a like. Anyway, as always, thanks again for dropping by. Drive safe and have a great day.